Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DRich Show, where we talk anything and everything crypto. Now, here's your host, DRich.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the DRich Show. This is DRich and today is Friday, June 18th, 2021. Happy Friday, folks. I hope that this video finds you all in good health, good spirits, and good energy. And again, I want to make sure that you guys are acknowledged. Thank you guys for continuing to come to the channel, look at the videos, view the videos, and those who have recently subscribed. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And again, as always, the folks that have been watching the videos for some time now, again, I want to make sure you guys are appreciated as well. So thank you so much. And today on the video, we're going to talk a little bit about Quant. Most definitely the video will talk about most definitely Quant throughout the whole course of it and some of their connections and partnerships, and kind of get you to a point where you can actually see Quant as something that you should probably invest in despite what the price looks like. Again, I apologize for yesterday's video because I do feel like I did underperform, and in fact I underperformed, but there's no excuses here because at the end of the day we're going to keep coming back and trying to do better each and every single day. So without further ado, let's get up into this coin market cap, as Bitcoin's dominance is at 45.3% and Ethereum is at 17.2%, as the global market cap has taken a little hit at 1.5 trillion overall. So somebody's hedging their bets, maybe overexposed in some of the areas that they might be overexposed in, not necessarily having to do with the crypto market, but maybe traditional markets where some of the folks have to peel off some of those funds to hedge those bets that they've placed. So anyway, Bitcoin $36,595 still at the number one spot there, and Ethereum is at $2,235 with some change attached. And then we got the Binance coin at number 4, $337.90, and we got Cardano placing at number 5, $1.42, and we got Dogecoin at that support level, about 29-30 cent range. So again, if it trends down a little bit lower, we might go down to maybe 25-22 cents if that happens. So Dogecoin still at number 6, and XRP is at 80 cents, folks. So again, if you're in the mood to buy, here's a great buying opportunity at 80 cents. You're going to have to figure out if this is something that you want to get into now, or maybe even wait because it might go down a little bit lower if I'm looking at the market correctly. We don't know, but at the end of the day, here's an opportunity for you to continue to stack that XRP up. Polkadot right here is at number 9, $21.03, and rounding out the top 10, $20.56 for Uniswap. So anyway, folks, you can look at the market, still a little bit red, but find a way to get in there if you have an opportunity to get in. So I highly encourage it, especially when you are looking at red. Buy the red, not the green. So anyway, what I wanted to talk about is Quant, but first I wanted to look at Bitcoin. And the reason why I'm looking at Bitcoin because of the total circulating supply as well as the max supply. So you got 21 million total max supply of Bitcoin that can ever be minted, mined, whatever you want to call it. 21 million total. Okay, and then here, what we're talking about today on the video is Quant. Okay, and if we look at Quant, right now it's at $66. Okay, we're down. Actually, it's at $62. Excuse me for misquoting. Okay, $62. All right, and we got a total max supply of 14,612,000, right? So the reason why I'm pointing this out is because there's a less supply for Quant, okay, which will give it value, hopefully. Okay, it only gets value if there's going to be some sort of use case, and we'll get into the video and what that will represent for you at Quant. But okay, so you got this many, 83% already out there, and then with Bitcoin you got it at 89%. Okay, and then let's go back over here and read a little bit about this just real quickly, and that's the chart there. I was able to buy in at the $8-9 range, okay, when I first learned about Quant. And you can really learn about Quant right here. You can read what is Quant, things like that. Okay, who are the founders of Quant, what makes Quant unique, and then you can also find out how many Quant tokens there are. So you got the max supply of Quant tokens is set at 14 million. Okay, and then the Quant tokens were split in the following way. You got 9.9 million of those Quant tokens that were sold to the public during an ICO. Then you got 2.6 million Quant tokens that were assigned to the company reserve, and this keeps the project running. And then you also got 1.3 million Quant tokens that were reserved for the company founders, and 651,000 Quant tokens were issued to the company advisors. Okay, currently the circulating supply of the Quant token is 12 million, and the extra 2 million tokens are held by the company. So these tokens are unlocked and could be sold or issued at any time. So you can read a little bit more about this if you want. But so you got 12. So you pretty much almost got those 2 million. You add 2 more million on there. So the supply is almost running thin. So I would expect if Bitcoin can do those numbers at 36,000, I can only imagine what Quant can do. So anyway, if you want to follow Quant on Twitter, you can go ahead and follow them at Quant_network, and you can go and get some of the latest and greatest news from them themselves. All right. So we'll leave that in the description of the video there as well. And then this is from Investor Place. What is Quant Crypto? 11 things for potential Q&T Quant investors to know. Q&T is rising today on interest from crypto traders. And this is article May 27th, 2021. Crypto traders are showing interest in Quant. Okay, and we're looking at what it's all about. And let's start this out with a breakdown of the Quant crypto below. Quant is the native cryptocurrency of the blockchain network of the same name. This network offers a multiple services to individuals as well as businesses, and this includes the ability to exchange asset across a secure and cost-effective network. The network efforts include the Overledger DLT gateway. This is the first DLT gateway for enterprises that works across multiple systems, networks, and DLTs. And Quant's list of partners is already filled with several companies worth noting. So you got NVIDIA, as well as Oracle, which is a blockchain consortium, and more. The company has been moving forward with this Overledger DLT when it launched the 2.0 version in late April. And this saw it introduce a new API, a standardized interface based on ISO TC/307, as well as new OAuth federated authentication standards. And it also operates a Twitter account with frequent updates to its more than 27,000 followers. And this also includes recent inclusion on a shortlist candidates for Deloitte's Most Disruptive FinTech Awards. So you can read a little bit more down there. But folks, if Quant is something that's been on the radar, I think right now it's time to go in, because I'm hearing some chatter amongst people on Twitter that the price might explode at any moment. And again, don't get left out with not having at least a couple, especially if it's at $62. I encourage you at the bare minimum at least have 5, anywhere to between 5 and 10. And obviously if you can do more, great. And if you have things that are not working out so well with other cryptocurrencies, you can always switch out with them, okay? And especially if you're on your ledger, you can use your Paraswap. Since it's an ERC20 token, I believe that you can use Paraswap to swap those tokens out, which I'm going to do here later today. So anyway, there's connecting all the world's distributed ledgers for faster, more efficient growth. And this is coming from Quant.network, which is their main website. Okay, they're leading the connectivity revolution, and recent years have seen massive advances in distributed ledger technology such as blockchain, DAG, and Tempo. Okay, we've talked about DAG before. The result is a significant shift in the way individuals and organizations connect and interact with each other, enabling them to exchange information and assets more securely, simply, and cost effectively. Okay, and then we got Quant is leading this revolution. We've already developed the Overledger DLT gateway, which is the world's first DLT gateway for enterprise that delivers interoperability across different systems, networks, as well as DLTs. Now we're bidding on this platform to help enterprises, governments, and individuals across the globe benefit from the true potential of an incredibly powerful technology. Unlock the value or the true value of DLTs at a single stroke. Okay, you can read more about this, and you can most definitely go onto their website, get connected. They're connected to world-class partners. You got, again, NVIDIA, Hyperledger, which we'll be talking about today as well, to wrap it up, and how that's all connected with their partnerships. You can read their articles on Quant, introduce the Overledger 2.0.1 for their 4 new API extensions, and then you can also get their mid-year technology updates. So folks, I highly recommend that you take a deeper dive into this project, okay? And then, as we talked about before, earlier, to start off the week with AllianceBlock, pretty much AllianceBlock, Quant Network, and AllianceBlock announced partnership December of 2018, December 20th. Okay, and this is London. All right. The new partnership also allows AllianceBlock to offer Quant Network's Overledger solution to blockchain project and SMEs listed on the AllianceBlock platform. Quant Network is pleased to announce that they are partnering with AllianceBlock, which is an AI-powered decentralized investment and financing ecosystem, which allows corporates to quickly, cheaply, and safely raise funds, whether it be equity, debt, or tokens. And the new partnership also allows AllianceBlock to offer Quant Network's Overledger solution to blockchain projects and SMEs listed on the AllianceBlock platform. There are major limitations to current blockchain technology, and Overledger provides a unique solution by making interoperability between different blockchains very easy and straightforward. And the Overledger is the world's first blockchain operating system that not only connects blockchains to one another, but also connects existing networks to blockchain and facilitates the creation of internet scale multi-chain applications. So again, folks, AllianceBlock, if you're not into it, again, I'm thoroughly impressed with some of their connections, and especially if they're connected to Quant. Okay, and we want to go back to AllianceBlock.io just to go ahead and confirm some of their partnerships, okay, which we talked about on the channel this week. And again, if you guys are just looking for XRP news or anything like that, I apologize, because I talk about anything and everything crypto if it's going to bring future value to you, the individual, the person who's the investor. And I don't want you to be stagnant in your investment strategy. So this is why we talk about different type of cryptocurrencies here on the channel. So let's go ahead and go down here. What are we doing here? Okay, here we go. All right, so we got Quant, which we're talking about today. We talked about Holochain. We talked about Chainlink, okay? And then we're going to also get into API 3. All right, and then we're going to talk about Ocean pretty much probably starting Monday as we go down another rabbit hole and how it connects to AllianceBlock, perhaps Quant, and others. All right, and then we've also talked about Hedera Hashgraph on the channel, which has been a popular project amongst crypto communities. So again, we just want to go down the whole there and find the information that we need to validate, the pros and the cons to why we're investing, what we should invest in, and how much of it we need to accumulate to have a successful portfolio. And this is what this is about. And yes, if you're a trader or an investor, I'm a long-term investor. So for me, yes, trading I can do, but more my strategy is to hold long-term. That's just me. So this is from infostein.com. And again, this is a 20-minute read. I'm not going to read everything to you, but I just wanted to go over some of this. This is Pay UK, which is one of their partnerships. Okay. So this is pretty much this guy's write-up of this, and it's a pretty good read as far as I've read. So I encourage you to read it if you want to kind of get this guy's idea of where Quant Network is going. So I just wanted to point out some of the partnerships that he had written up, which are absolutely truth. If you go look for them, they're connected. So some of these partnerships are highly likely. Okay, and then this one is okay. So listen, let's go back, because I know we had a lot of folks asking about the ISO 222, and if some of them don't have that regulation, where do they fall? Well, I do believe that if they're connected one way or another, and they have this tag to them, then it's kind of like merging technologies. Again, as we call it, interoperable. So in relation to the MPA, Finextra on 7th February 2019 wrote a blog on the matter and stated that the MPA should be fully live by 2030, in which the core of the system begins operating in either 2024 or 2025. And this would mean businesses would begin migrating from the faster payment system, or BACS, to the MPA during those years earliest. And I found this interesting personally because the ISO 222 is supposed to go live in 2021 of November for global banks using the SWIFT payment systems for cross-border transactions, as well as banks in the European Union utilizing the EU payment rail for cross-border transactions, and the UK and the United States of America aim to begin migration of their banking system by 2022. So folks, I think it's going to happen faster than that. That's just me. And then again, here's the link to the ISO 222 roadmap. You can click right there. And that was just written in 2019. So if you want updated information, you're going to have to track it down. So there's some relations to the Quant Network, which is the payment Pay UK. And then they also have some other ones. This is Crowds, which is another connection to Quant. Okay, you can read about that. I'm just going to scroll right through it. So you can get to this part right here, where we're talking about LA Chain, Latin American Caribbean Chain, which is LAC Chain, is an initiative by Global Alliance, led by and formed by an innovation lab from the Inter-American Development Bank, and its purpose was to develop and promote the blockchain ecosystem in Latin America and the Caribbean. Members of the Global Alliance are the Ethereum Foundation, Hyperledger, the MIT Media Lab, again, IBM, Accenture, Consensus, Alastria Consortium, Everest, NTT Data, and the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. Okay, so you can read the rest of that, but here's some other stuff that we need to get into because of the relation to Quant. We want to make sure that we're connecting the dots and making sure that we're investing in a thorough, decent project. Okay. So then we got the Hyperledger. Hyperledger is in accordance with their website, describes themselves as an open source community, meaning they have multiple contributors to their platform and for enterprise grade blockchain development, in which members work together to develop stable frameworks, tools, and libraries for institution. Hyperledger is managed by the Linux Foundation, with the Hyperledger executive director being Brian, I don't want to mess that name up, the founder of the Apache Foundation. The Apache Foundation is famous for creating the Apache HTTP server, which is an open source software that powers approximately over 40% of the websites to connect a user server to the browser of website visitors such as Google Chrome and Firefox. So there you go, boom, another big one. And then lastly, you got ChainStack, which we talked about. Okay, ChainStack we talked about, right? Remember we talked about ChainStack there, and they do have a partnership with Polygon and things like that. So that is here, and then you got all of these right here. Go down, check it out. Let's see. Hyperledger, okay, ChainStack, Hyperledger, Quorum, R3. And then the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, which we also just touched on briefly, right here. Okay, so Oracle as well is offering to their customers an option to deploy blockchain network. Okay, Oracle has a blockchain enterprise platform on the Hyperledger fabric, which allows the customers to deploy Oracle's blockchain nodes and think of a small server on the blockchain and customer data centers on a third-party clouds. You also got something with Samsung. SDS announced that they had enhanced features on NextLedger Universal, a blockchain platform. The platform will be powered by the Hyperledger fabric to speed up transactions and offer interoperability. So there's another one. You can read the rest of that. And I think there's one more that this guy, Sia right here is another one that's with Quant, okay? And you can read a little bit more about that as well. And I'll go forward. So again, you got ChainStack with the connection. And then we want to look at this here. And this is coming from the altcoinbuzz.io partnership that is bridging traditional finance and DeFi. The biggest and the brightest projects of the blockchain space are working together to build a much needed bridge between TradeFi as well as DeFi. And this is an article that was written on November 25th, 2020. And again, AllianceBlock is an ambitious blockchain project building the first globally compliant decentralized capital market. Interestingly, the project team was talking about DeFi even before the summer hype and is now building a bridge between traditional finance and decentralized finance. And over time, it has strategically partnered with blockchain industry experts Quant, Chainlink, and Ocean to build this extremely valuable bridge. So, folks, again, Quant, Chainlink, Ocean. We'll be talking about Ocean next week, but again, we're talking about Quant today and Chainlink. So, again, AllianceBlock doing pretty big things in the crypto space. So, if I'm impressed, I hope that you are impressed with the project and what this means. Again, building a bridge between TradeFi and DeFi is much needed, and it's going to be extremely valuable. So you got AllianceBlock, which is ALBT as the ticker, Link, Ocean, and QNT. Can't get any better than that. So there's more partnerships with blockchain experts that you can read about here. QNT price, and at the time of this article, QNT was at $13.37, and the AllianceBlock token was at 10 cents, and I believe it's much higher than that. So jump on it before it goes to the moon, as people like to call it or say. We're going to the moon. We're going to go to the moon with all kind of crypto projects. That's just me. So lastly, we're going to talk about the hyperledger.org. Okay. Hyperledger in depth, which is an hour with the Quant network, categorization, and comparison of the DLT interoperability solutions. So this was May 19, 2021. And over the years, there have been many attempts to solve the problem of interoperability. And of the various approaches taken, the World Economic Forum identified three main categories: cross-authentication DLT relayers, oracles, and the API gateway, which of course begs the obvious questions: how do these categories compare, and which is more suited for enterprise deployments? Join Luke Riley, head of innovation for Hyperledger, member company Quant network for this in-depth presentation and discussion. So you can download the slides and you can pretty much watch the videos here. And again, you got some recorded videos here. You could go there and look at them. And then lastly, we're going to look at some of the Hyperledger events that are actually coming up. So if you guys are interested in getting on right now, there's registration details that are not yet promoted or produced, but there's a Hyperledger in-depth public mint bridging fiat into the blockchain with Hyperledger Besu. You can check that out July 14th. So if you want to come back to this, let's go ahead and put that there, add to a bookmark so we can actually come back to that and check this out for updates. Try to get more information. Sometimes we got to join the groups or join some of these platforms to kind of understand it from their perspective, because these are the tech wizards. I don't know everything about this stuff. I can only understand information as I read it. And if someone can actually explain it to me where I truly understand it, then that's kind of what I want to look forward to. And again, I always encourage you to seek out the information, not only here on this channel or other channels, but most definitely some of the folks that are actually involved with these projects. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video about Quant. Again, great buying opportunity at $62. And if I were you, I would at this stage say, I'm going to get 5. That would be my first goal. You know what I mean? A little under $500 or whatnot, and that would be where I start first. We talked about Chainlink yesterday. Okay, I would bypass Chainlink for Quant. That is just me. I would get Quant first. Okay, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed what I had to offer today. And again, have a great weekend. Always try to do something fun, new, and exciting. And most definitely, always keep your head on the swivel, because there's a lot of happenings that's going on in the world today. So we want to make sure that we are taking care of one another, making sure you're looking out for your family, your friends, your close family members, okay, which are immediate. And again, always try to prepare yourselves for any type of situation that might be unbeknownst to us. So have a wonderful weekend. We'll get back with you on Monday with some more information. Most definitely, we're going to be going over Ocean. And again, if you have any suggestions or things that need to be talked about on the video, or you have some ideas or some opinions, I'm all for it. Okay, we always want to respect each other's ideas and opinions. Okay, and always communicate effectively with one another. That's the only thing that is possible in order for us to demonstrate effective communication, and that goes for all of us. So anyway, God bless, take care, and as always, treat everyone with class, dignity, and respect. Bye-bye.